Yeah, I'm getting, like I said, I'm getting pretty fucking fed up with people that are holding on to, like, it feels like they're holding on to dead stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Elaborate.
Fucking white people that are holding on to ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's dead. Why are you holding on to ignorance anymore? Like the facts are in, turns out you're ignorant, right? The curtain has been pulled back. Turns out ignorance lied back there. That's where all the ignorance was hidden behind the curtain. And now we can see it. So why are we continuing to hold on to ignorance, right? Just stop with your fucking rhetoric over things. Stop with your argument that makes no sense except to you and other fucking ignorant people. And just ask yourself, how could I be curious about somebody else's experience? That's all you have to ask. It might be your white fucking neighbor. They don't live the same life that you live, right? Not every single person on the planet thinks the same way that you think. Even the people that think the same way that you think about whatever the topic might be, I guarantee they don't think that way about everything. Just ask yourself, how can I be curious about the person that lives next door to me? How can I see their life through their eyes and through their experiences? And then just slowly expand that outwards. How can I be curious about the fucking person at the grocery store? About the person that I pass in traffic? Maybe the person that tailgates me until I change lanes. Rather than be pissed off at that person, be curious about what they're fucking experiencing. Maybe there's a reason they're going fucking fast. Maybe there's a reason that they're an asshole. Just start asking yourself, rather than how can I reiterate and protect myself in my ignorance blanket of stupidity. It's not stupidity. Although there are some very stupid thoughts out there. I have a hard time. I don't want to get lost in the rhetoric of you're an idiot and you need to change, because then people are just going to be defensive. But rather than look for ways to reinforce your ignorance and reinforce what you believe is right, just simply question, right? And it takes nothing. That's the part that's so frustrating. It takes nothing. Nobody's knocking on your door charging you. It's not expensive. It literally takes nothing. It doesn't hurt you physically. You're not at risk of dying. Nobody is threatening your life and putting a gun to your head. It literally takes nothing to just ask yourself the simple questions of, how can I see this circumstance or this situation from a different perspective? Rather than looking at it from the same fucking perspective that your ignorant fucking parents looked at it from, and their parents looked at it from, and their parents, and so on and so forth. The idea that somehow you are clean and that you aren't guilty of something, you are. We are still guilty of ignorance. I need to open up my eyes even more to see more things, to be more clear. I know I'm still ignorant on things and on topics. And it hurts to change your mind, and it hurts to open up your perspective. But holy fuck. Just imagine a fucking world where white people were fucking murdered. Imagine a world where George Floyd was white, and you were watching another white man murdered by police officers. How would that fucking feel? You would be so fucking numb to that shit at this point, I can only imagine. And so fucking fed up. Just imagine that world. It's a fucking shitstorm nightmare. Nobody wants to live in that world. Well, we do live in that world. That's where we're at today. That's what America is. Okay. I don't know. Episode 200, Energy's Love Podcast.